So Room is a new system developed to create a database in Android applications. So with the Room database concept, an abstract layer was created on the SQLite database. Thus, while taking full advantage of SQLite database, its difficulties and deficiencies were eliminated. Now, a Room database is way more preferred than SQLite databases to ensure data persistency. The advantages of the Room database made it pretty easy to store Java objects in the database. It saved developers from writing very long and tiring lines of code. Also, compiler time helped us fix an application, which we call compiling time by showing errors during the compilation process. So Google introduced its database at the Google I/O event in 2017. And now that the Room database is being used extensively, we can learn to use the Room database, not the SQLite database, in this course. Now, since the SQLite database is a old system, it's going to say very old, but yeah, okay, it's a very old system. You can certainly find a lot of resources on the internet if you want to, and you can search and you can learn. I will leave that up to you. So throughout this course, we're going to proceed using the Room database. So now that all that's explained, let's have a look at how Room database works. So the Room database has three main components. First one is entity. An entity represents the data in a single row of the table in the database. It contains the properties of a Java object, and each entity is stored in its own table. For example, all the information of a person in the directory application, such as name and surname, phone, etc., is defined and stored in entity. So the second one is DAO, also called Data Access Object. So DAO is a method that's used to access the database, right? The third is indeed the database itself. So database is a class that holds entities and the database version. So this class content also defines the list of DAOs. So of course, we could get into more complex detail, but for now, let's settle up with these short and simple definitions, because by using the Room database, we can do all of the database operations that we could in SQLite database. If we list these processes, we can talk about creating a database, creating tables, adding data to a database, showing data in Android applications, updating data, and deleting data from a database. So in this section, we will learn all of these operations in practice.